What's up? Just started learning? You mean blind? What's up, Saider, Zach, Cool Beto? 3 5-blind memes coming up? That's a funny way of making it sound really, really difficult. Because it is. I already knew that, I guess. Thanks, part-time cubing. What's up, Renan? 1th grader. Just started learning blind. Struggle with remembering pieces. I'm not sure what you mean by struggle remembering the pieces, like the letters for each pieces, or like what you've already cycle broke to, or what? Just starting out. Just starting out. If you practice like regularly, it makes things a lot easier. Peak civilization. What? The music? I'm gonna do like 2 warm-up 5x5 solves just because I feel like it. Get my turning dialed in, my big cube turning. Oh, and oh boy, do I have neighbor updates. I know I ended on a weird note with my neighbor problems last stream. So much has happened. Wow, this is a very slow solve. I'm going slow on purpose, Copium. God. I'm going slow because I'm practicing safety, even though this isn't blind. That felt so much worse than that. That's crazy. Just remembering the letters, like memorization specifically, keeping it memorized is your issue. If so, I would ask, are you using letter pairs to memorize like each 2 letters as a word and making stories out of it? If not, I would highly recommend starting to do so. Otherwise, the main thing that makes memorization easier is just tracing faster, which is basically just like a practice thing. You could also try using Roman rooms, just like 1 or 2 rooms to memorize 1 3x3, because why not? It's pretty easy to learn how to use. Thanks YouTube for not sending me notification for live 11 and for send when I already in this live. Oof. Can I do 1 blind? Nah, it's too confusing. Do you have like 300 rooms for 300 multi-blind or something else? Yes, I have over 300 rooms of memory palaces. But they're like sectioned into 5 different palaces. Got first sub 3-minute 3-blind today. Poggers. Nice job. Alright, 1 more 5x5 solve, and then I'll start scrambling. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but whatever. Wow, not even sub 120. Cringe. Want to try to get maybe 130 in comp, have in a couple months. That's very doable if you just practice frequently. Four blind PB is low 7 minutes and just had an attempt. 2 wings, 557. I hate tracking wings so much. Yeah, the one thing with blind, this is like what probably kills. It's what separates the boys from the men, is being able to get past really frustrating DNFs. And I think that's like one thing that I have a knack for, is just like I DNF. I'm like, well, that's annoying, and then I forget about it and I keep going. So as long as you can get mistakes like that, and always, I think a big way to keep yourself motivated is like when you have a mistake, it's a cliche, but it's like an opportunity to learn. Every time you get a DNF, figure out why, and then make a point to try to not make that mistake ever again. And obviously that's not like super practical to never make a mistake multiple times, but you can at least try and it will help. I keep getting all these comments about people like, wow, the dedication needed to keep trying this is amazing, and I'm just like, I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm like, it shouldn't be that impressive. I'm just putting in like an hour every day, trying it. If it's a bad result, it's like, hey, I'll just try again. It'll happen eventually. I think about like speedrunners who like, they'll put like several hours, some of them, every day, and just fail and fail and fail and fail for like months before they get a PB. And I'm just like, man, why is this? And I feel like people just find this more impressive because it's like maybe more intense, like brain and focus work or something. But anyways, I'm rambling a little bit. Just stream of consciousness. Probably should record solves. At this point, I'm getting PBs every day, so I don't think I'm at the point where I need it. I mean, yeah, if you're... It's good to do it, no matter what. But if you're not DNFing a bunch and, like, having no idea why, then it's not super urgent. That 2-wing mistake, if you DNF by 2 wings... I think it's like a 90+% chance that you just missed a 2-swap of wings, because that happens and it's really, it's hard to avoid. You have to like be meticulously counting how many cycle breaks you have, how many solved pieces there are, and how many total targets you have to be able to like know for sure whether or not you've missed any pieces. And or you just have like a perfect intuition after you've finished tracing wings, which takes like an insane level of experience to always avoid that kind of DNF. So yeah, even I DNF like that. Still not super frequently, but like I DNF'd like that on one of these attempts like a week ago. This is the one? Perhaps. The non-stickered cubes, no. This is a Aochong V6. This is the only GAN. This is an MGC. This is Hong, and Volk 5. How fast do you think you should be at 3-blind to try multi or 4x4? There's no requirement. You should try it whenever you feel like it. It'll just be like a little harder when you're slower, but it'll always be a little harder. I'm like a little worried that I'm getting sick. I really hope not, because I have a comp with one multi-attempt next weekend. But I've been, I guess long story short, I've been cleaning a very, very dirty place. I might be like getting myself sick. That sounded bad. I feel like I described that weird, but I don't want to like get into what I've been doing. But let's just say I'm worried about the hantavirus. And it's not my house that I'm living in. Oh, I'm gonna change the subject. So I ended stream on Friday pretty abruptly, because my neighbor was like knocking on the door and doing a lot of weird shit, and it was stressing me out. Like mid-attempt, my attempt got super distracted. I finished, but it was bad. But so when I ended stream, it turned out, God, this is it's such a huge ordeal. So I have a neighbor in a granny flat attached to my house. The neighbor who's on the lease in that granny flat, she is like really nice, and she was a good neighbor. But then she let her boyfriend move in with her, and things got worse. And then one day we were like messaging her like, hey, your dogs are freaking out. Could you like do anything about it, please? And she was like, I'm in the hospital, but I'll let Kevin know, her boyfriend, and see what he can do about it. And then it just didn't get better. It got worse and worse and worse. I already explained all this before, but it just kept getting worse. And then one day the TV in their house was blaring super loud, like past midnight, and we texted her again, and we're like, hey, could you turn the TV down? It's like really loud and we're trying to sleep. And then her boyfriend answered the text and was like, he answered the text at 6 a.m. when I sent it past midnight, like a little past midnight. And he was like, she's in the hospital fighting for her life. This is her boyfriend. Yes, I will turn the TV down. Like all passive aggressive. And then I just never responded, because I was like, that is so unhinged. And then we got the landlords involved. We were like, the dogs kept getting worse. We told them about it. We sent them videos of how loud it was, like at 5 in the morning, multiple mornings in a row. We were like losing so much sleep. The landlords told them they needed to get the dogs out of that house. They weren't supposed to. First of all, Kevin, the boyfriend, wasn't on the lease in the place, and he was the only one living there. And he had brought his dog in when they only paid for one dog in the house. The granny flat, not even a house. So they had 2 adults and 2 dogs living there. But then the woman's in the hospital, only the guy's there. He's being loud as fuck and not shushing his dogs ever, leaving them alone for like 14 hours at a time. It's this whole freaking thing. But then during last stream, he starts like banging on the door multiple times. My girlfriend didn't hear it, so she didn't answer, and it was like really distracting me. So eventually we went and checked, and he had like a bunch of stuff in our front yard that he was like getting out of the house. So it turns out they're moving out, and our landlord gave them permission without even asking us to use our backyard to like get some of their bigger items. They have their own backyard, but they're going through our backyard because it's easier, I guess. And so basically, like our landlords told our neighbors that they could trespass without even clearing it with us, and we had to like discover that on our own. And we told him like, oh yeah, they never asked us, and he's like, yeah, they said they would ask you. And I'm like, they never did. But so that happened, and then the woman's mom came by today and told us all the tea. She told us everything. So apparently the woman who is on the lease, she's like in her 40s, and she has diabetes, and she had like some complications from diabetes, so she went to the hospital, and and then she got the flu, and then she got then she got pneumonia, like hospital acquired pneumonia, and she has like bad immune system from having diabetes, and then she got MRSA in her lungs, so she like almost died, and now she's gonna be in the ICU for like 3 months apparently. So they're moving out of the place. Yeah, it's really sad because she's nice, but then her freaking boyfriend, I was so sus of this guy the whole time. He's like, he told us that they're engaged, and they're not. The mom told us they're not engaged, and he's withholding legal documents from the mom. It's so crazy. He's like not giving her like the girl's like birth certificate or anything. He's also like 25 years younger than her. He's like early 20s and she's in her 40s. It's so weird. And he left her car out there until it got towed. And they had to pay like $4,000. It's such a crazy situation, dude. She told us everything. So weird. So I just had to explain that, because it's like my prayers were answered. I wanted to know what was going on. Like, this situation seems so weird. I think this guy is just like freeloading off of her, because she worked for like an escrow or like a mortgage company or something. I don't know, but she had a good job, and this guy seemed to just like be at her house all the time, like leeching off her pretty much. It's crazy, dude. But we also just signed a new lease with a place, and so we're moving out in a month, because we had to give 30 days notice. But yeah, moving back into my old neighborhood, just a different place, and it's so much better there. I'm so excited. Yeah, huge neighbor drama. This Siggins neighbor situation is crazy. No duplicates. Okay. Yeah, this dude just like seems like such a scammer. He seems like the most untrustworthy type of person. Yeah, cheeker doodles. Alright, I'm gonna see if I missed any messages while I was ranting. I feel like everyone on the planet is hugely impressed by 5 blind solving in general, let alone 5 multi. Yeah. People are hugely impressed. People who don't know about cubing are hugely impressed by just like 3 blinds. So, what are the chances of that ska band playing mid-attempt? Probably pretty low, because it's Sunday night, I guess. But also, it's a holiday tomorrow, so let's just hope not. Predicted negative results, so I called up your neighbor to do that so I'd get more GTS V1s. Damn, the conspiracy. Solve to the correct scramble state of a 3x3? I can do that. It's not that hard. I actually have a video of myself doing that on my YouTube channel. You can just look up like match the scramble Graham Siggins on YouTube and you'll find it. Anyways, caught up on messages. Thanks for the GL. Alright, I'm gonna do a prediction if it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. Will I get a positive score this attempt? I got 1 day break. I think that might help. I didn't want to get a 1 day break. Dude, I didn't even explain this either. I think I've talked about, dude, this living situation is insane. Yesterday night, so like, not last night, but the night before, I didn't get to sleep until really late because my tweaker neighbor was like yelling shit in the middle of the night, like unhinged crazy shit, like saying he's gonna burn his house down. And then we called the police, the local non-emergency number, and we told them about it, and we've had to call the police on these people multiple times too, because he's done this before. And they were like, okay, yeah, we'll send a car by. And I like couldn't sleep after they woke me up, so I just like hung out by like in the living room looking out the front door every once in a while, and the cops never showed up. They never checked on it. So it just like went on for a while and then stopped. And then I eventually like slept for 3 hours and then got woken up by their freaking dog barking at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Maybe like 5 in the morning. I think I went to sleep from like 2 to 5. And I woke up at 5 a.m. to their dog barking. Presumably from their freaking crazy dude living there being weird. And then couldn't go back to sleep. So I got 3 hours of sleep that night. And then I got back, I like went out. I had to work on something for a while, and then I got back home, and then that ska band was playing like down the street, and I was like, all right, I'm not streaming today. That's just like not meant to be. Like 3 hours of sleep, and now there's like a band playing down the street, like super loud. Like, yeah, it's not happening. But yeah, it's back on today. Yay, gambling. My thoughts on Yihang's world record? It's pretty freaking impressive. I think that almost assuredly has to be like by far the best TPS on a world record single, right? Pretty insane. And it was really cool how he like did, I mean, I don't know, I can't say exactly. I was gonna say it seems like he did like an F2L, part of the F2L solution was like something that I would never think to do that leads to like a much better solution. I don't know how many people at a top level would do that or see that. Maybe a lot would, but basically like doing the opposite pair, like he did the front right and then the back left instead of doing the front left, which I think most people would have seen first and done. That was cool. And then it made the front left pair way easier. Then you got an Olo skip U-perm. I thought it was really funny that Dylan Miller had to like address ZZ, addressing ZZ in 2025 stream. Cracked me up. Do you know there's a Nevada championship in Reno in April? Oh, cool. I hadn't heard of that, but I'll check it out. Thank you for the good luck, Kiki, the hand dryer, and plumbing fanatic. Am I gonna do a poll on YouTube? Probably not. I haven't ever done that before, but I don't know how to do it. I'll just figure it out later. Almost overall TPS world record? That's crazy. Least lucky world record on a wild move count wise. How many moves was it? Like in the 40s? Because it was Olo skip U-perm, but yeah, he locked up on the U-perm, dude. Which like his reaction actually totally made sense to me because he was like, he popped off because world record, and then like it sunk in that like he barely missed sub 3 because he barely locked up on the U-perm. Like, my solve wasn't like completely flawless. You know. 45? Okay. I'm drinking tea to try to help myself not get sick. I finished no double parity PBL and most of the double parity PBL for square one. Let's go. What's up, Speedcube NZ? Thank you for believing. Okay, I have to just really quick figure out what rooms I'm gonna use. So I have to start keeping in mind that I have a multi-attempt, official multi-attempt, one attempt on Saturday, which is 6 days away. I typically don't want to do any attempts on a room or on a palace that I'm going to use for an official attempt, like for at least 5 days, preferably. So I could use these rooms today and then just not pass tomorrow, or not pass today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. But I actually, the rooms I would use for that attempt, I used pretty recently on one of these, like the last stream. So it's a tough call because if I use one of the other palaces, then I can't practice multi with it. I think I might just use my 5 blind rooms or something. Damn, but I also have 5 blind at this comp. This is a tough call what rooms to use. I'm pretty sure there's 5 blind at this comp. Yeah. Doesn't matter that much. Who cares about official 5 blind? I have decent PRs. 700 cases, like learned flat Mars? That's crazy. You have a few sets of room you cycle through. I have 4 memory palaces that are 73 rooms each, and then another one that's like 36 rooms that I use just for big blind. The other 4 memory palaces I use for multi, but I have been using for this too. I think I will use... I think it's safe to use the 5 blind, 4 blind palace for this. I haven't used it for a while, I'm pretty sure, so it should stick decently, and then I'll have like 5 days for it to clear up before official attempts. Not as intuitive as 3 style. Yeah, I can imagine it's probably not really intuitive at all, right? I guess except for CSP is kind of intuitive. Most of them have probabilities of 1 in 10,000. Jeez, dude. You're probably gonna have to like drill that weekly for years to make it actually stick well enough, like as well as you need to. Unless they're like so rare that it doesn't really matter if you know them. I don't know. Got your first blind success, 11 minutes, 23 seconds. Is that good for first solve? Honestly, it's probably not good for a first solve, but that's like what my first solve was. And what is good for a first solve also is like, some people take like 30 attempts to get their first success, and then their first success is like 4 minutes or something, which is like relatively pretty fast for a first success, but it's because they got so much more practice than other people who get their first success on like the second try or something and get like over 10 minutes, which I think for me, my first success was second try and it was like 12 minutes. So yeah. All that to say, it's perfectly fine. Just keep practicing, it'll get faster. Most of the funny cases, that is, rest of the cases are like somewhere in the 50 to 100 range instead of 1. Oh, okay. Took 4 attempts. That sounds pretty, yeah, pretty average. 4 attempts, 11 minutes. How many cubes are you gonna attempt for the official multi? I haven't done any multi-attempt, like big multi-attempt, since my last comp, which went kind of badly. Actually, like pretty badly. So I will know the answer to that when I do a couple practice attempts this week. See how those go. Thanks for the GLGL, Trixie Gone. Okay, I'm gonna actually start. Everything is ready. Oops. Oh yeah, I'm on. Still. I can't believe I sub-houred that last attempt. That was crazy. I had such slow memo. Somehow still sub-houred. Okay. See you on the other side. Chat room. Oops. I'm gonna blow my nose just so that doesn't annoy me. Eliminating distractions, even a blowy, runny nose. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. That's good. decent. sticking pretty well. This is good pace. Okay, real quick, last review of these. Alright, it's all sticking very well. mistraced plus centers, but it's okay. I'm just gonna review everything because I have time and I don't want to risk it. By everything, I mean this cube. Okay. I hope I didn't just make an exec mistake. That was a bad lockup in the middle of an alg. Shit. Oh my god. I just did a X center alg, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Did an X center alg instead of a plus center alg. So weird. Pretty sure I fixed it. That's it. I might have just made an exact mistake. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my... Dude. Oh, are you kidding me? 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Oh my god. Are you kidding me, dude? That's so annoying, dude. It's so annoying. It's PB, but like, and it's the world best for 5 multi-blind, but dude, so close to 9 out of 9. And it looked like it when I took my blindfold off. That is so annoying. Oh my god, dude. Whatever. It's good. It's a good result. I will settle the prediction. Choose outcome. Yes. Positive score. Save on cube 2. Yeah, that was a weird mistake, and I caught myself, and I was like slightly unsure of how many algs I did as plus center or X centers instead of plus centers, but saved it. So 3 wings, 2 X centers. Picked a bad data doubt. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. That exec felt like really slow. I was actually like a little worried about hitting the hour, so it goes to show I really don't have a good sense of like 5 blind exec pace. Plus 26k, let's go. I'm probably going to take a break from this for a little bit, but just given that I have a multi-blind comp next weekend, but I'll probably get back to it, because it would be cool to get better than this. 5 points, just like, it's pretty unsatisfying. Tomorrow, yeah, probably not. I mean, I'll stream tomorrow for sure. I think, I mean, as long as nothing comes up. Ska band made me save my energy for today? Possibly. I felt like kind of tired and unfocused today, but it just worked anyways. Yeah, I was really confident in these solves. So it was that one, that one. So, what is the cause of this? What was memo on this one? Okay, there's parity, so... Did I do the wrong alg for this case? I might have. I might have done the wrong alg for the X center case UBL RUF LFU. Or an inverse. Or a mistrace. God, it's a bunch of possibilities. 21 multi-blind? 21 by 21 multi-blind? Is that what you're saying? People telling Speedcube NZ that Ying got got 3x3 world record, like, as if he doesn't very likely already know that. Yeah, this is a weird DNF. I actually am super unsure of what caused it. I know where it was, but I don't know if it was a wrong alg or an inverse com, or I'm pretty sure it wasn't inverse com. I don't think that would make sense. It might have been a mistrace or a wrong alg. This one, huh? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Dude, I did a float to LF on this, on midges, and I just floated it by doing an F setup, and then I like didn't account for that moving this piece. That's so stupid, dude. Ugh. My algorithm for OLL 30, I do not know each case by its number. Nearly beat world best? I did beat the world best. The world best is 4 out of 4. And this is 5 points. It's just frustrating how freaking close that is. Yeah, that attempt, dude. I mean, that DNF is a sad one. That was like a stupid, just like brain fart, incorrect solution, which should never happen. Yikes. Well, it's a good result. I'm satisfied for the time being. And now I can do something else. How do you keep track of a float in multi? I have a separate letter pair list for every floating buffer. So if I've used a word from that list, I'll know which buffer it is, depending on the word. Get back into Squan. So I'm going to 2 comps this weekend. It's a blind comp, and then the next day is another comp that's like side events. And I don't remember actually. I feel like the side events are just like 2, 3, and one-handed or something. Bay Area Side Events Day, aka Based. And I'm competing in FTO, dude. I should practice some FTO. Yeah, it's 3, 2, and one-handed. I was right. Okay. Oh my god. Break from 5 multi-earned. Yes. A float is when you start doing algs from a different buffer instead of cycle breaking to save an alg. Alright, do I do FTO or do I do 3 blind? Not making it to based, unbased, dude. Unlucky. I'm gonna change the title so people aren't annoying. Thanks, Abhijit. Def FTO. Okay, sick. Let's do some FTO. FTO in celeb. Oh, celebration of sub 10 video dropping. Hell yeah. I practiced a little bit of FTO earlier. I'm still kind of rusty, but oh, it's almost like, where's my FTO? Mega blind, 6 blind. I'll pass on doing huge blind for the rest of the day at least. Dude, poggers, 7 out of 9, 2x cube, 6, 3 midges, cube 2. Dang, that was a nail biter probably, seeing me on the last cube, looking like I'm gonna get 8 out of 9. Alrighty, so stack map mode. I got real nervous near the end. I was all shaky. Where should I put this? I guess I'll just put it there. Looks fine. Full step? Wow. Yeah, the beginning of that solve, I mean, everything in that solve was fast, but the beginning in particular was like seriously impressively fast. Because, I mean, for me, the beginning is always, it always feels so slow. I feel like that's my weak point. Trying to not pause like a ton during first two triples. Challenge impossible. Wow, I can listen to music during stream now because I'm not doing a blind thing. Siggins doesn't get nervous, he gets even. I wish, dude. I want to get a Fitbit again. I used to have a Fitbit that I would wear during some multi-attempts. It broke, but I want to get another one because I have like evidence of how insane my heart goes when I'm doing official attempts in particular. It's crazy, dude. It's like normal heart rate, like resting heart rate for me is like 60, 65, and then it'll be like 180 at the peak of a multi-attempt. It's like, I feel like I'm taking years off my life doing multi-blind, dude. Alright. FTO time. Ooh, this is easy to predict the first block. Oh, I forgot to change it to stack map mode. Bro, 1880 first solve, that was really lucky. For reference, I'm at my best global like 22 flat-ish. And right now probably more like 23, 24 from being rusty. Yeah, last four triples was literally like an almost free last bottom triple, and then no pair formation and two flip. So yeah, pretty dang lucky. Keeping the blindfold on for FTO, yeah, gotta. You experienced this too during executive your last few cubes. I'm so anxious to see how I did and afraid that I'm running out of time. Yeah, for me, it's like if I know that the attempt is going well, I will be like shitting my pants for the last like 2 packs probably. I wonder if the same sort of calorie burn happens for multi-blind that happens for chess. I've wondered about this. I definitely burn calories just cubing in general. My Fitbit like thinks that I'm getting steps when I'm cubing. It's funny. How many algs are there in advanced baby FTO? Like 2x2 FTO? What? Oh my god, I solved that wrong. Okay, bad solve incoming. Nice start, dude. I'm a bit better now, but I used to get so paranoid that I was about to time out at the end of multi-attempts. Yeah, that definitely is like the more experience you have, the less of an issue it is kind of thing. But I guess it might be more so like the less you pause, the less of an issue it is. And like the better you are, the less you pause. Maybe a little bit of both. Most advanced method in FTO? I mean, Ben Cisco is what most people use, but there are like alg sets you can learn. I think the most advanced alg sets would be like learning full algorithmic last bottom triple, and then like full algorithmic last 3 triples, but I don't know if anybody knows that at this point. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. And I average probably like 23, 24 right now, but used to average 22. How many algs are in the method? It totally depends on the person. Could be anywhere from like 3 to like several hundred, I think. depending what you want to do.
8 seconds. 12 seconds.
Dude, AUFing quickly with TCP is so hard for me. How do you even keep track of time? Yeah, it's just like an experience thing. So like, I know that like, let's say I do 64 multi-blind. I know that like if I get 42-minute memo, I can't pause that much if I want a sub-hour. I can have like 3 significant pauses, significant meaning like over 10, 15 seconds, and still like have a good shot at sub-houring. If I have more pauses than that, it's gonna be tight. If I have like 42 memo and then like recall is just kind of generally bad and I'm like having a bunch of micro pauses, I definitely just have like a feeling that I've done micro pauses too much and I might hit the hour as well. Just kind of like things like that. But if I do like 40 memo, I could pause so much and not go over the hour. So it's like not even something I have to worry about at that point, unless I'm like memo stuck like horribly and I'm pausing a ton. But that's rare. It's not even fully genned. Aiden's been getting one look last 3 triples compiled since like 2020. Wow. No one actually uses full algorithmic LBT? Yeah, that's what I thought. Zach, I don't know which Zach that is. How do you remember what cubes have parity and twists in multi? It depends. Here, let me do the solve first. It's hard to explain while doing a solve. Okay, good solve. That was kind of lucky. I remember what cubes have parity and twists in multi. Parity is just like I have a word for each parity case. So like a unique word for every parity case. So that's kind of trivial. But twists, if it's a 2 twist with my buffer, so like 1 twist outside of the buffer, I'll memorize it with a letter pair. And that letter pair is just like the U or D layer sticker and then the U or D layer letter. So like this case, the U or D layer sticker is this, the D layer sticker, so that's N, and then that has to go there, and that's D, so I just memorize like ND. That's single twists outside of the buffer. For multiple twists outside of the buffer, I just memorize them with visual. I just try to like see the pattern, think about the alg for it basically, and then it usually sticks pretty well. If I have a single twist and parity, I also memorize with just 1 word, because that's LTCT, which I've learned in a word for every case. During an official solve, can you ask the time? You are allowed to like request to have the timer visible. So they usually use a stopwatch and you can just ask them to put it like next to you so you can see it. That's just what I do. Which FTO is the one to get? Diane. Like there's no debate whatsoever. It's the Diane. It's like by far the best. I don't think there's like any question. Nice. Diane, unless your hands are really small, yeah, it is kind of big. But even then, I mean, you probably just get used to it, unless you're like 8 years old. When you said your heart rate gets to 180, do you mean also during practice or just comp? Usually just in comp. I don't know if I ever get as nervous at home as I do in comp, but if I were to get that nervous at home, it's because I like feel like an attempt might PB / like world best or something. How am I getting worse at FTO when I practice? Dude, that's kind of relatable. FTO is weird. I feel like it could be like a slowness with TCP type thing or something. If you just learn that. Or if you haven't like practiced it enough. Dude, I'm getting really lucky last 3 triple cases. Am I about to get a sub 20 average? Nah, probably not. But 20-31 mean of 3. Sick. I'm doing a blind solve. Do you have to take off the blindfold after the timer is stopped? So you have to place the cube on the mat and stop the timer before taking your blindfold off? You don't have... Oh. I've read that weird. I'm like... You don't have to take the blindfold off. No one's gonna make you, but it would behoove you to take it off so you can see. But yeah, you can't. I mean, you can take the blindfold off before you stop the timer, but if you do, you're not allowed to do any moves to the cube after taking your blindfold off. That's the main rule. Last 3 triples went from taking me like 10 seconds to like 30 seconds. You look. 2 look TCP. Oh. Weird. Maybe you just like started doing something wrong, like forgot to do something. Yeah, recognition of TCP is so much harder than I expected. What's up, Wesley? Thanks for chilling. Sorry you missed the big moment. Diane knows her niches and just makes the best versions of 8 and 12-sided puzzles. Yeah, it's kind of sick. Speeding NZ made a video about me? Yeah, I saw that. I like the shout out, but also he highlighted like my worst attempt. But it was just like the most recent attempt. But it's okay, because I redeemed myself. Very dumb, slow solve. I'm so inconsistent, dude. My gosh. Diane Pierminx? Don't care. Practice FTO for a week and got bored? Dude, that's like the opposite of me. Bigger moment in the future, 9 out of 9. It could happen. It's possible. Might take a while though. I might. There's a slight possibility I start doing like 10 blind or 2 through 7 blind next before going for 9 out of 9 5 blind. TCP recog is easy peasy if you're used to really weird stuff. Oh, I guess like Megaminx? You might have like little tricks more than most people.
8 seconds. 12 seconds.
was such a slow last 3 triples. You're just used to shit recog? Oh. What at home cubing solve / moment have you celebrated popped off the most for? That's a tough one. Just mostly because I've been cubing for so long. I feel like getting 59 out of 60. Oh, nah. Probably the most exciting thing that ever happened to me in cubing, period, was getting 41 out of 42 in 57 minutes as my first ever time getting anything even remotely decent on 42 and like 8-point PB. That was a crazy for me. That's probably the most I ever popped off. You could Google or search that attempt on YouTube. Yeah, the 3-blind mean that I got on stream, that was like the most I popped off in recent memory. So I just like really was not expecting that, and I broke a big barrier.
12 seconds.
I'm always so slow to recognize those cases. Audio is sandy? Huh. Is it weird for everyone else too? I can't hit the D key. I haven't heard you talk about that 41 out of 42 result, making practicing multi-blind different for a while. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that was like probably my flukiest result I ever got. And yeah, I wasn't used to that, and I was like expecting like, oh, I'm just this good at multi now, I guess. But then all my attempts relative to that were like really bad for a long time, and that was hard to come to terms with.
12 seconds.
I was like, damn, I actually have to work for this, not just like fluke everything. Ooh, sick. I did a cool AUF with like a right ring D thing. D prime. Audio is not sandy, okay. First 60 pointer also had a pretty good reaction. I actually do not remember how I reacted to that one. Yeah, dude. My first ever 60 pointer, one of the DNFs, it was 62 out of 64, and one of the DNFs was because a cap fell off of one of my GTS V1s. A corner cap. And I put it back on wrong. So silly. Hmm.
8 seconds.
Oh, this is the move. Dude. Alright, this is bad. Oh my gosh, dude. This is so bad. I'm so inconsistent. Ah, cringe. Last official multi was pretty good, 22 out of 25, but one of the DNFs was a corner twist. Oof. Just watched 41 out of 42 again, such a good reaction. Glad you like it. I don't even remember specifics of the reaction that much, except that I like said the F word like 500 times, and I just remember being like, that's like the most I was shocked by a result ever, probably. Waiting for 2x2 multi-blind? You're gonna be waiting a long time. Oh, this is good actually. Wow. Really easy first
12 seconds.
big trap and pair. Oh my god. Let me just turn horrendously on this really good scramble. Kinda wasted it. On the top of an inconsistency, learning PBL has done weird shit to consistency, like 11 then 50. Yeah, that sounds about right. Dude, I gotta learn square one blind soon. Oh, that sucks, Beto. Are you going to Worlds?
8 seconds.
Not sure what to do.
12 seconds.
Is Quan Blind a thing? I mean, yeah, people have done it, but not that many people. It's really not fun to learn. I mean, by my assessment, at least. Maybe some people found it fun to learn. I don't think I would, but it would be fun to know how to do.
8 seconds.
God, it's so hard to execute that alg well. Squan is pretty weird. Decided not to go to Worlds and go to Canadian Champs instead. Dang. Well, understandable. Square one blind or Megaminx blind? I would probably say, I mean, I haven't done square one blind, but I would say it's probably extremely likely that it's going to be easier than Megaminx blind.
8 seconds.
Oh my god. The worst cases. Hey, you effing. Do both? What are you referring to? Mega blind and Squan blind? Have you done both? Probably misunderstanding.
8 seconds.
Okay. I really feel like I should clean this thing out before I compete in a FTO. Just twisted that. think I twisted it back the right way. Okay. I thought for a second I just twisted again. Talking about Worlds and Canadian Champs? Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Wow, I have part of each triple solved, each bottom triple. But I cannot solve them all. Dude, recognizing the even cases for some reason is like so hard for me. That was a gigantic pause for that one. I think that was worse than normal for me, but still, it's so bad. Dude, look at this. I hope I didn't miss scramble. This looks like too good to be true.
8 seconds. 12 seconds.
Oh, dude, I'm so dumb. I solved it wrong. It was too good to be true. Didn't even like check orientation of the centers. It's like, oh, you're bad at this case? Bad at recognizing this case? Here, practice it again. Color scheme debate? Yeah, I should have seen that, like... It was obvious in hindsight. I don't know. I just, like, yeah. I saw, like, a block, and I was like, tunnel vision. Dude, this is... Wait. Oh, I started inspection. I'm just gonna go as quick as possible because I already inspected for a while. Thought I started inspection, then I didn't hear the voice. Follow through on coming to an Alberta comp next time. That would be cool. Yeah, that was a funny situation because I saw that comp and I was like, oh, that'd be so sick. It'd be so sick to go to that one. That was like the all blind comp that I signed up for that you're referring to, right? And I was like, damn, Dennis lives there. I could crash at his place. All blind events, 2 multi attempts. This would be so sick. And I just like immediately signed up. And then like 3 minutes later, I remembered, oh, that comp is on my girlfriend's birthday weekend. Definitely not doing that.
12 seconds.
So I had to get them to delete my reg. Did a little donation to the organizers, I guess. I'm pretty sure it was like 75% registration back. Goes to a good cause. I should probably not talk during solves. You want in? I mean, yeah, it just depends next. Oh yeah, the BBQ. He wants to do one like before Worlds. That'd be cool.
8 seconds. 12 seconds.
Somehow I did pair formation wrong and didn't see it. I've made that mistake so many times where I DNF exactly like by that. Low-key annoying that our two blind comps are bunched up in the winter. We usually have December Edmonton one and now the Calgary one's happening. The Before Worlds idea got shut down. Oh, is that because of the tour? That would make sense. What do you think the potential is for global FTO average with current methods? Could someone ever average sub 10? Probably. It's very, like, early stages still. Like, yeah. Like, people who are at the top levels have put a lot of time in, no doubt. But just with, like, more density of, like, people going for it, I think sub 10 global could happen with, like, current methods, yeah, for sure. I think they would agree too, probably. Like people like Chris and Aiden and Dan. I'm so bad at executing it. Sub 10 global defo happening, yeah. Oh, thank you, StackMat, for entering my time 2 times. Apparently something about how Speedcube Canada doesn't allow comps at private residences anymore. Oh, weird. If you want attempts for the rest of the year, I have to travel for them. That sucks. I have to travel, like, pretty dang far for almost all of my attempts lately. When was the last time I had a freaking multi-attempt? I think the last time I had a multi-attempt that I didn't have to, like... Oh, I had one pretty close, actually, recently. UCSD had 2 attempts. But before that, it was, like, 5 months, and it was at my house. Dude. Got really bailed out with the last 4 triples being easy. That was super slow beginning. Maybe we'll have another one at UCSD. Hell yeah. One near LA. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on all summer.
8 seconds.
Oh, this is nice. Dang it, dude. Oh, that was wrong. What? Dude, come on. Oh, dude, I haven't done one of these algs in so long that I forgot which one is which. I had a 3 cycle and I did a 2 swap alg for triples. Or not triples, triangles. Two DNFs and like 20 solves. Just catching up on clicker heroes. Got all my little clicky games going. I'll probably just do a little bit more FTO and then do some 3-blind because I do want to make sure I'm ready for comps this weekend.
12 seconds.
A little worried I did the wrong alg again. It's been funny. Alright, I'm gonna do one more AO5. Dude, I have a DNF AO12. That was 2 DNFs in 3 solves, or 4 solves. That's funny. Being so inefficient. FTO for WCA, yeah. I'm gonna try to do like at least an AO50 every day until this comp. I am rusty.
8 seconds. 12 seconds.
Thanks, Canyon. Yeah, it's like so borderline whether or not I'm satisfied with it. I feel unsatisfied, but maybe not too unsatisfied to like do other things for a while. Pretty cringe execution. Alright, I think it's time we switched up the music. This playlist is, it's good, but it just like repeats a lot of stuff after a while. We will listen to the N64 Jungle playlist again. It's one of my favorites. It's like jungle mix of a bunch of old N64 game songs. It's so good. I did not predict that correctly. Solve FTO blind. I have done it, but basically just like spent a few days on it, got a success, and then stopped because it wasn't super fun. High 20s area can very comfortably sub hour 25, 4 past 16, 3 past 8, 3 blind. 4 cubes at a time. 4 passing of 24 is cumbersome from doing 4 at a time. If you do 24, does that mean you're just doing like 2 pass 4, 2 pass 4, 2 pass 4, 2 pass 4, like etc. until you get to 24? So like 2 passing 4 6 times and then reviewing 24 twice? Is that what you're doing? Dude, my turning on that solve was so bad. It was like pretty low move count probably. If I could add 1 blind event to WCA, what it would be? Dude, I don't know. A blind event. Maybe like shorter multi-blind, if that counts. Like multi-blind with like 20-minute limit or 10-minute limit. 1409 OCBA05 on FTO. That's super good. Wow. Your 24 review system is memory review 4, memory review 5, review 1 through 8. Oh, okay. Do you feel like there's any specific one of those packs, like 1 through 8, 1 through 6, or 9 through 16, 17 through 24? Out of all of those, do you struggle with any of them in particular during the review? Oh, okay, 1 through 8, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, 24 is kind of an awkward number. Have you tried just doing the thing that I asked about before, like 1 through 4, like 2 pass 4, 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 and then review 24 twice? When I was doing 42, actually when I did 42 at first, I had just switched to 8 packs. I think when I was doing 33, so before I switched to 8 packs, I was doing like the Moscow system, which was like 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 4 5 6 5 6 7 8 7 8, and then review 8, I think. So like 3 pass, 3 pass, 3 pass, 4 pass for 24, and then I'd 3 passed the remaining ones basically. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of 3 blind and then probably go have dinner. Hi! My cat is here. She has arrived. Oh, I just bumped this. Trying to figure out a good review system for 12 cubes, but that seems a bit awkward too. What's your like 3-blind global? Like how fast do you memo a 1 3x3 usually, Draco? Got one of my favorite LTCTs this case. UFR, RUB, LUB twist. It's so fast. In the long run, it makes you just not practice. I mean, I feel like the mid-30s in multi is probably a good time to start doing like more, like bigger packs than 4. So you could try that, it might help. I don't know what your 3-blind speed is though, so it's hard to say. Blind fastest memos around 30, but average like 45, 50. Could probably do like memo 1, 2, review 1, 2, memo 3, 4, review 3, 4, review 1 through 4. Do the same thing for the next 4, review all of them maybe twice, depending how much time you have left. And then I would just do the rest like a separate multi with maybe like 1 fewer review, similar system, but with like a 3-blind cube. Sounds like the most like, I don't know, obvious thing to do to me. You average low 30s, high 20s in 3-blind. I feel like you should be able to do 8 packs. You should give it a shot, see how it goes. It probably won't be easy at first, but you should try it. Unfloatable 11 elves. That was such an interesting scramble. There was it was like 1 comp from UFR and then a 2C, 2C from UFL. And then there was, I think, 4 different 2 swaps in edges. Like, if you knew fold 2C, 2C, and 2E, 2E, that scramble could be insane. I'm gonna send it in chat. got 7 out of 9 5x5 multi-blind PP. I'm still streaming, by the way. But thanks. Yeah. Oh, I mistraced that. Wild scramble, yeah. It's so rare to have that many like unflipped, untwisted 2 swaps. Dang it, dude. That was a really good scramble. Actually not that good. It was 10 to 11, or 10 to 9, but really nice cases. Dude, turning is horrible. Trying to do math homework and focus, but my squan is calling to me across the room like the green goblin mask, bruh. Seek help. Get help. Stop it. Get some help. I understand that to a crazy degree. That time is in the past for me. Dang it. Dude, I'm so annoyed that I did like a freaking execution, like, wrong solution issue. Like, I understood the solution wrong. And that's why DNF to cube by 3 minutes just annoys me so much. Have I done weekly comp? Do not remember. I have not done weekly comp 3 blind. I'll warm up a bit more and then do that. God, dude, my turning. Also, I stupidly did UFUR swap when I had this floating parity. when I think it... What am I doing? It would have been just as good to do ULUV swap, and then the algorithm better. Dude, I just did the alg, and now I can't do it. This is like a recurring thing. Oh my god. I'm starting to like try to do this Z burn because the beginning is similar to that alg. Behind multi-blind, was your second greatest skill / talent can't be cubing related? It's probably skateboarding, although I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm learning a bunch of Wing 3 style and blind database tells you who each alg comes from, and it's interesting how after a while I feel like I have a decent guess at who uses each alg. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, BV. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break from 5 multi-blind for a little while at least. I have a multi-comp coming up next weekend. Just one attempt, but I'm gonna practice multi and 3 blind until then, I think. Most recent official attempt was 8 out of 9, where 4 pass 1 through 8 took 40 minutes. So I think I'll have to get that to 30 minutes or less. Is your memo sticking like really well when you do like with the 8 out of 9 attempt? Did your memo stick like super well, and was it just kind of like easy? Like, do you feel like you have room to safety a bit more? Multi on stream? Maybe. Perhaps. Sick to see a big multi on stream again. Been a minute. Yeah. Whenever I do 69 on stream, it's just like so bad. So it's kind of demotivating to do on stream. Do a safety attempt on stream, or I don't want to do a safety attempt like to prep for a comp either. How often do you have cube solving dreams? I feel like almost never. What's up, Cubole? I'm doing well. How are you? Memo didn't feel good for the first 30 minutes, but it felt good by the end. Yeah, it's a tough one. You might just be good to like practice while rushing a bit and see if you get used to it. Stupid, I paused so much. Alright, warm up over. I think I'll do like 3 means and then weekly comp. pausing so much, it's weird. Getting bad focus or something. Thanks, Cubole. Maybe I need to stop listening to this. I can't believe I saved that. I did like multiple extra moves while almost dropping the cube and somehow fixed it. This cube is too fast. This one's like slightly slower, I guess. Better. I was kind of pausey during corners. I was like trying to make sure I was doing the right outs for the right buffers. Brain might be getting a little tired. Do weekly comp, it's probably a mistake, but whatever. Just gotta lock in, it's that easy. Dude, come on. Barely. Barely plus 2. That was 10 elgs. Let's go. That was 9. Really good exec, good cases. $18.44 mean with the +2. Sub PR. Keep going until I DNF, I guess, and then I'll end. Oh yeah, I forgot to check all my notifications. Cool Beto reminded me to drink water. Does tea work? Also, Speedy, I didn't even see that you gave me 79 bits, and that Saider said I recommended, reminded me to drink water. Don't know how to talk right now. But I think I drank water, so, like around then anyways, so, there we go. I wish Restream.io would show redemptions and stuff like that in this built-in chat. I'll go until I DNF the AO12. Nice. That was 9 to 8. FR float. Dude, super loud dog started barking. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I do not recognize that dog, which is kind of weird. I wonder if it's my new neighbors. Weird. I said I would stop, but I'll just do a few more.
Game over.
Dang it.
Continue.
What am I doing? Now we can do that, Alvin. Now that I'm not thinking about it so much. Alright, last mean. Unless it's really good. Copium. That's confusing. I mistraced in a very weird way. I actually want to look at that. Oh, what a weird, dumb mistrace. I forgot what buffer I was supposed to do the first corner column with. Brain is definitely exiting slowly. Success, whatever. What's up, Anirin? What cube you got? I'm using the RS3MV5 maglev version, not ball core. Alright, I'm going to end. Sorry to those who just got here. I am tired and want to eat. So I'm gonna find a raid target. Solving sequence is the only other person on Twitch. Classic. Maybe I raid GTM. Or Slippery Nip. I raided GTM more recently. I'll do the Slip raid. He's streaming so early. I feel like he changed his schedule. Use Tornado V3. That's a good cube. I like that cube. GL and tips. Thanks. I'm actually done for the day. You get like 1 minute of stream. Sorry. You missed the 5 multi-blind. Congrats on more best. Well, thanks. It'll be back sometime. I'm done for the next, at least like the next week. But maybe after. We'll see how I feel. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to be in the raid, click on my Twitch and join the raid. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody.
Keep it up.
Bye.